Welcome to the Big 12 Team Builder Dynasty. I'm doing a solo run today. Just want you guys to know, quick announcement, we got some avatars ready to go, lined up, ready to go. Pick your favorite team, post them on your social media accounts, and there might be a prize for you if you can prove that you had it, specifically YouTube. Twitter works too. But we're going to get this game underway here. We got Nebraska State at Nebraska. The wee little Prairie Dogs are going to Lincoln, and we're a little bit overmatched, but Nebraska did just get destroyed at home by BYU. I'm thinking that we might like our chances if Ben Shinosky can get out in space. We lost to Nebraska last year. It was a tough one. Not happy with that result, so we're going to definitely try to get the ground game going, but Shinosky gets stuffed on a little read option here. 2nd and 10. Mr. Shinosky, what do you got? Going to Vivaldi, the Italian stallion, for a 19-yard reception on a slant. Okay, so I'm liking this so far. We are moving the football down the field. That is the object of gridiron football, as I perceive it. Shinosky running with LaBelle here, and negative 2-yard run. So LaBelle finally healthy, but I mean that's an ugly start there. Not looking too good. Swan with 7-yard reception. We get stuffed on 4th down. So Trey Bryant checks in for the Cornhuskers and almost picks up a first down on the first play of the game. Not what you want to see there. We got to maintain our run defense, keep everything in front of us, but Bryant goes up the middle for 3. Again, gets a first down. Oh, look at this, another little stretch play. And Ward, the true freshman linebacker that I've been talking about, misses a tackle. That is an absolute killer. Bryant's going to go for 14 on that play. Oh, look at this stretch play. And Shonka just about rips Trey Bryant's head off. So Shonka finally making a big play. Let's look at this tackle. This is pretty good. This is good stuff right here. Oh, look at that little spin move. Just shove him to the ground. I can dig it. Oh, but O'Brien sets us up with that play action going downfield to J.D. Spielman for 13. It'll be 3rd and inches. And I have absolutely no confidence I can make this stop. And Mazur misses... Yeah, he gets in on a missed tackle by Uzoma Okafor. We can't bring this guy down. This guy is he's like Bo Jackson out there. This is next level stuff. So Shinosky throwing into coverage on 2nd down here as we get the ball back. Incomplete. Patrick Rucker on the coverage. I need a big play here, and I throw a little tight window to Anthony Yarborough. He's got some speed out there. We like him running on a little post route, going underneath of Joseph. Almost gets a first down. So yeah, this is shaping up. I mean, we're down 7-0. You can't like that, but I do like that we are sort of marching down the field. That's how we got to play this game. Play a little bit conservative, but we need a big play though. 2nd and 6. Shinosky's gonna get rid of this one. 4 of 8 early. I don't like that. Definitely got to get the percentage up there. Going underneath Vivaldi on a slant there. Gonna set up 4th and inches. You think we're gonna go for it? I think we're going for it. This, to me, looks like a fullback dive. That's a bread and butter player. Ryan Watson's checking in. He's playing mostly fullback this year. Was one of our starting running backs last year, but he has since been displaced. So he's got a little role there at fullback. But we're going to flip this to LaBelle. Picks up a nice 9-yard gain. Sets up 3rd and 4. So we need a money play here. Money play. Come on, Watson. Get open. Nobody's open. Shinosky rolling and just about gets his head ripped off on that play. And we're going to have to settle for field goal. So, Mr. Ben, what do you got? Kick that field goal. Get it up there. Get it good. 7-3. Now, he is not the strongest kicker in the world. Noted for his accuracy coming out of South Dakota. So, that might be a little bit... That was a little dicey, but we made it. Shonka forces a fumble as Nebraska gets the ball back. And, of course, the quarterback picks it up and runs with it. Look at this. Shonka finally makes a good play on Bryant. And then O'Brien just picks the ball up. Just sitting there, and Shonka's just looking around like, oh, he makes a tackle. I got to give Shonka credit there, but again, this is year 3. I have not seen a massive play from Joey Shonka yet. No strip sacks, no anything. But now Zaire Sullivan gets beat over the top by Tyon Lindsay. This guy is absolutely killing it. And we're going to see if we can get a stop there. We do. Jeremy Brathwaite makes a nice little play there. I'll take it. 2nd and 10. Bryant going to the outside and gets a little momentum. Pushes forward for 9 Bryant gets stuffed at the 1. Do you think Nebraska's going for it? I hope they don't, because I have no confidence that we can stop them. I would take a field goal as an act of mercy, and they go for it. And who else? It's Mazur. Wyatt Mazur. The next Bo Jackson, everybody. Right there. 1st and goal for O'Brien. They're running a screen, and Ndukwe slows down Mazur. Or no, wait, he doesn't, because he can't tackle this guy. Probably has 99 break tackle in that frame. And yeah, he's going to score. So it's going to be 14-3. Shinosky, what do you got, man? Like, we're down by 11. Halftime is approaching. I need some help. Like, this is not going to cut it right now. And look at this. We get a little option to LaBelle on 1st and 10. He's going to spin forward for about 14. So that's pretty good. I'll take that. It beats what's been going on already today. LaBelle up the middle for 9. So we're getting the ground game. It's starting to churn. I like it. Corey Hargrove checks in. Gets a 3-yard pick up there. Gets us another 1st and 10. Shinosky rolling out. Flip it. Oh, he gets Yarborough. And look at this. Yarborough jumps. Almost gets past the defender down at the, say it with me, everybody, 1-yard line. Let's look at Shinosky. A little flip. Baits the defensive back into covering him. And then we almost get in the end zone, but of course they will not let you get in the end zone. Shinosky will take it, fights through the contact, gets a 3-yard touchdown. And Nebraska State, finally, we are back in the game. I gotta like this. Jameis Jordan on defense, stepping up. Almost a horse collar there on Trey Bryant. I think it's an athletic play. And then Bryant out of the Wildcat just gets spun around, going backwards for 5 yards. In the wrong direction, so they're going to run a screen. Pretty conservative play call. Bryant is hauled down, and that will get us the ball back. So we're starting to march back downfield. We got 53 seconds in this big rivalry game, and going up to Vivaldi, and he makes the catch. Who says Vivaldi's not athletic? I mean, that was a knock on him coming out of high school, but he's got great hands, but you can locate the football and make that kind of catch. That's pretty good. Shinosky forced to throw it away there. Got a lot of pressure coming in, and we're going down for a loss of 8. And we're going to call timeout. So Khalil Davis looking like Khalil Mack on that play somewhat. Shinosky rolling out 3rd and 18. Got to save the field position for a field goal. And Muhammad Berry on the coverage. Nothing doing there. Shinosky's going to have to try this long-ish field goal, and it's up and good. So 30 seconds left in the half. Nebraska is now trying to cash in some freebie points here, but going underneath Keyshawn Johnson Jr. Now they have a timeout at their disposal, and they're not using it, so they snap the ball with 1 second. Lindsey goes out of bounds for 10. We survive. The Prairie Dogs survive. That is what they were evolved to do. They got to scrap by, avoid the predators, and survive. Live to burrow another day in Prairie Dog land. So O'Brien, with the 1-point lead, finds Morton up to the 25-yard line. So our pass coverage is getting burned a little bit. We're not getting a lot of pressure on O'Brien, but there's Bryant going to the outside on that little stretch play. Taylor flips him over. I mean, he could have evaded that tackle, I think, if he was paying attention, but we know the CPU never jukes, they never jump. They're like sitting ducks. Now, O'Brien goes down for a sack. That's Davis, one of our younger defensive linemen, coming up with a sack there. Could have called holding. You could have called holding. You refs, you are in the pocket of the Big Ten. I'm calling you out, filth. Okay, so Tywell Lindsey underneath. We hold him. That's good. So Nebraska settles for a field goal. LaBelle showing some shifty little moves there. That knee injury looking like a distant thing from the past. He is up to full speed, full health. The speed's back. The moves are back. And I'm impressed. I am very impressed with his athleticism. He looks ready to go. Shinosky on 2nd and 2 goes to Yarborough on the outside. Now we got a 2nd and 8. Shinosky's rolling out of the pocket to his offhanded side. Can't get the throw off, but he gets 11. So that's good. 3rd quarter going underneath. Uzoma Okafor checks in at wide receiver. He's kind of my sneaky weapon. We like to get him in the slot and use that 99 speed. But look at this. He takes a shot. And he gets up. He's good. He's all good. Coach Cuss gives him the old pat on the rump. And he is good to go. So O'Brien on 3rd and 8. Let's see if we can get a stop on 1st down. Any takers? Do you guys think we can ever get a stop on third down? Because I'm not feeling it right now. Lindsey for a first down. O'Brien again, the effective running game. We're getting set up with a play action. Goes to Matt Snyder. Looks like a tight end out there. Not good. Third and 4. Are we going to do it? Oh, I see Mazur. Mazur's in the game. Whatever you do, don't give the ball to him. O'Brien throws it, and of course there's Prairie Dogs around Lindsey, but nobody has the mental wherewithal to get in the way of the pass, and he'll catch it for a touchdown. What is new? So now we're going to go to Kimberling for 11. Now we're down by 4, so obviously touchdown is what we need here. Maybe settle for a field goal if we're forced to. I don't want to do that, but we'll give it a shot here. Cody Joseph for 8, 3rd and 1, going to that bread and butter play on a fullback dive, but there's a flag. Am I getting cheesed out of a W? Is the CPU cheesing me here? Because I don't know. I can't do anything about Colby Eustace being a moron on a 3rd and 1. So Coach Cuss telling him, he's like, you know what? You suck. Have a good day, sir. So, it was a questionable play call. 3rd and 9. Shinosky throwing it to Kimberling out of bounds. Penalty is all for naught. We get the first down. Now it's 1st and goal, and we check out of a goal line, and Shinosky's picked off by Muhammad Berry. What was Shinosky doing on this play? It was 1st and goal. You have the lead in the bag, and it's going the other way to Berry, the linebacker. It was a covered play. He thought he had him, but, I mean, guys, we might have just thrown the game away. And again, bomb downfield to Lindsey. I still can't get over the fact that Shinosky, a.k.a. me, threw that ball. It's totally unnecessary. But we need to stop here to at least just live to play another set of downs here. We do get the stop, and Nebraska kicks the field goal. So we're down by 7, and the Husker is rubbing it in our face. Now we're going underneath the Swan here. Okay, looking good there. 3rd and 2. Shinosky is rolling. Throwing it to Swan. Okay, so that's pretty good. We got 250 yards passing, but like they are taking away our deep stuff. Nobody's getting open downfield. Only thing I can hit is intermediate, and we got 3rd and 10. Now they call pretty good coverage. Had it maybe the running back, but we just throw it up to Vivaldi and say, "Go catch it, young man," and he can't come down with it. So we got a 4th and 10. And Shinosky, nobody's open. I think I had a guy underneath. I think I had him underneath. But we panicked. We panicked and we bombed it downfield. Now check this out. We get one shot at this. One shot. We're going to have the ball about 4 seconds. Cameron Willis with the stronger arm will check in. Can we get a Hail Mary? Give me a Hail Mary, everybody. No. Not going to happen. We lose the rivalry game for the 2nd year in a row, and I cannot seem to win. Can't get the big win. Singletary said, can't win with these guys. Can't do it. And that's what it's looking like right now. Maybe it's the manager's fault. I don't know. But, we're losing these tough games. Like Washington, Ardmore, Denver. We had Denver on the ropes last year. Couldn't do it. Couldn't even beat freaking ECU 2 years ago. I don't know. But we'll get back to that game and the post-game wrap-up. So here we're going to check out Ardmore. They're going at Syracuse. This is an interesting matchup. Ardmore, you're in a dome. You got to use that speed to your advantage. And they're playing a pretty good offense here. Dino Babers, head coach Syracuse. So they're going to be running no huddle all game. But Ardmore's got this new look offense here. They're doing a lot more option with Hicks and trying to get Shook out there in space. And look at that. Look at those little elusive moves. Does a little leg kick. And that was a pretty good move. Pretty impressive stuff. Hicks takes a shot, though. Goes underneath to Tratnik for a 3-yard gain. So they're moving downfield a little bit. A little play action to Shook going downfield. That is Ransom. Leandro Ransom. I almost call him Leonardo. He's not one of the Ninja Turtles. He's Leandro Ransom. Now, how about this? Hicks just throws into coverage to Foster. And again, I don't know what it is about the goal line and our quarterbacks today, but I mean, that's one of those where you press the wrong button probably, and it goes to the wrong guy. But 3rd and 3 here, and Carroll goes down, the tight end. So Ardmore makes a good defensive stop. This is shaping up to be very, very Ardmore-esque kind of game. Look at Hicks going down for 29 yards. And yeah, showing a lot of escapability right there. Look at him set up his blockers. I mean, that is just some good stuff right there. Going to Drekenan now on a throw there, 8-yard catch. It's gonna be 3rd and goal. So, like I said, very Ardmore-esque kind of game. You know, get in with the run. You're just kind of setting them up with the run all day. You're just playing solid defense, and you take an early lead, and you'll probably go into halftime up by about 7, and then you'll win. You won't score 30, and you'll win by like 15. That sounds like an Ardmore kind of game. 3rd and 14. Going to Riley on the sidelines. 1st down for the Orange. DeVito, again, sideline to Riley. So Ardmore takes a lot of pride in their secondary. We know this over the course of the year. So come on, man. It's like, step up. This is where you step up, man. Keep them out of the end zone. There you go. Down at the magic 1-yard line. 3rd and goal. DeVito is rolling, and can he go down? He's throwing. Coverage, though, pretty good right there. Good stuff for the Thunderwolves. And then look at this. They're going for it, but the play is sabotaged by a false start penalty. Very convenient false start penalty for Ardmore, so they keep him out of the end zone, which is good. Now Hicks using those legs and that, you know, downright abusive 91 speed at quarterback, rolling out of the pocket for, look at, and let's see if he can do it again. Not going to do it this time. He gets corralled for a loss by Jake Pickard. Now, why do we show punts? Usually good things happen. Look at this little corner rugby punt, and it goes out inside the 3, so maybe a chance of safety. I don't know. We'll see. Not going to happen. 3rd and 4 for Syracuse, and they're going to run this. Just can't quite get it. Mo Neal short of the line of game. Now Hicks is going to take this up the middle for a 9-yard run on the option. All right, so a little play action. There you go, rolling out. Got a couple open guys. Throwing on the run to Hibbard. Pushed out of bounds. We got a minute and a half. And look at this dude. What was that guy? What was that guy? He was like in the freaking... It's like a beer league softball player. Some 44-year-old... You know, beer league, what the hell is he doing there? He's not a male cheerleader in college, I can assure you that. But Ardmore does score. I can't get over that. I'm stuck on that. So Ardmore scores. How about this little screenplay to Mo Neal? And again, just shy of the 1st down marker. And Ardmore keeps it all in front of them. So they get the ball back. They actually have a chance to put on some more points. This is shaping up to be a really, really good, well-played game by Ardmore. And they always play down to their competition, it seems, but maybe today is a different story. Look at Hicks run. He fumbles the ball, and Shook picks it up. Wow, that was close. Vinny Peck up the middle for a 1st down. Ardmore, you got some timeouts to play with. Cheerleaders are getting excited. You know, Ardmore, they're famous for their cheerleaders, I'll say that. Up the middle now. Okay, 3rd and 10. We got one crack at this. With 9 seconds, clock's running. Hicks is going to take off. Maybe has a lane, but he will wuss out and go to the sidelines. Now, he's got one play left to make. One play. Let's see if he goes to the end zone. Goes up the middle. A little risky, but we're going to have 2 seconds on the clock. So Ardmore will settle for the field goal here, and surprise, it's good. So they're going to go into the half, and it's going to be 17-3. So, like I said, very Ardmore-esque. Now, DeVito run a little option here. Ewing gets tripped up, tries to deliver the hit stick. It's going to be up to McCool to try to tackle him down, and they do get him eventually, but might be exposing some holes right now on Ardmore's defense. Let's hope they can pull this thing together. Going underneath to Riley. Missed tackle there. Ewing then gives him a body blow right there for a nice little hit, but he gets the 1st down. So now they're starting to roll. Going to the sidelines. Sean Riley again. So keep him out of the end zone. Got to keep him out. Got to keep him out. And apparently Mo Neal down at the 1-yard line. He is absolutely helpless against the 1-yard line monster. DeVito, again, can't get in. Now, here's Pierre getting tripped up. Now it's going to be 3rd and goal. And now look at this. DeVito gets bumped by his running back, and he goes down for 7. So he's not down at the 1-yard line this time, because he goes backwards, goes in the wrong direction. Now Hicks fighting this defender off and showing this Hulk-like strength, this Herculean strength, in addition to his insane speed that I'm never going to let go. But, you know, congratulations. Good for him. Now, Xavier Wiggins, look at this, going for 12 yards. Up the middle, he's got Jake Wood. It's Wood time, as the saying goes. Fullback number 94. Again, probably too fast for his position, but I will let that slide. he's an athletic fullback. There's nothing wrong with that. So they like slipping him out of the backfield, get him involved in the running game. That's what they like to do. So Syracuse is on the ropes, bombing it downfield to McCool. Not too McCool, but he does make the play. And then you got Braverman out there as that converted safety. So, I mean, there's a lot of speed out there for the Thunderwolves. How about this? You got a 1st and 20. Tratnik puts on a little juke move. That's pretty nifty. A pretty nice looking move there. Tratnik picking up those yards back. So you got 3rd and 9. Hicks is rolling out. Can he put the moves on? He gets drilled and injured. We'll see if he returns. Might have some injury news for you guys. I mean, he took a freaking shot right there. And it is in the 4th quarter, too. So that's not when you want to take those kinds of hits. But DeVito goes for 4th and 1, and he gets it. So right now, the only drama here is, can Ardmore keep Syracuse off the board in terms of touchdowns? Because that will put the exclamation point on this game if they can do it. But they're picking up yards, and they've picked up their 2nd consecutive 4th down conversion. So, I mean, Ardmore, come on, man. Oh, look at this. Carroll gets his hands on the ball, but he had a foot out of bounds, so it doesn't even count. Now, DeVito is throwing underneath to Williams, and he cannot complete the catch. So, good job, Ardmore. You won this day. You won the day. You pitched a semi-shutout. Not quite a shutout, but, you know, it's pretty good. So, I'll give you that one. I will give you some credit. Okay. I'm not happy about it. We don't like Ardmore. We are Nebraska State Prairie Dog fans, aren't we? all out there. So, John Hicks, you win player of the game. Good game. Did a lot of damage on the ground. And that's his MO, as we all know. Now, how about this? We are going to go to the big house under the lights. So, Michigan is like amped up for this game. Kicker just drills the ball out of bounds. Quinn Nordine, I believe, on kickoff. So, look at the big house. It's the quietest 110,000 person auditorium stadium in the world. We like to sit on our hands and feet. That's what Michigan likes to do. But how about this, though? We can play defense. Michigan can play defense. Clark Outlaw going for no gain. Now Jameel Schmidt up the middle for no gain. So now we're breaking out this new quarterback here for Denver Tech, Alex Matkovic. They're opening the playbook. They want to throw the ball with him more. He can't use his legs, but we see him right there on a bomb down the field. That is going to be Dallas Humber for 41 yards. So you got to exploit Michigan. They give you a lot of one-on-one looks downfield, a lot of man coverage, and I mean, that's what they can do. So they haven't forgotten about Schmidt, though. I mean, look at this guy. This guy's back for his 3rd consecutive year as the starter, up the middle for 13. Again, but look at this. Matkovic trying to get his Drekenan Timmons impression going on here. Dr. Dre, as we call him. Now, Matkovic on a 3rd and 6 will go underneath, and the catch is made by Elliot Hushka. So, again, they got all these weapons that we're not even familiar with, really. So, how about this? Corner blitz gets picked up, but Matkovic cannot release the ball, and he eats a sack there by James Hudson. So, Michigan getting some pressure. They got some good defensive linemen on this team. Matkovic getting sandwiched there. Get a 2nd and goal, though, but he throws it into some coverage. But Nick McCullough comes down with the catch, the veteran. Again, like I'll say it again, underutilized veteran for the rush. But they got this passing game. Now let's look at Michigan's offensive attack. The 2nd and 5, Chris Evans picking up a big gain here for 15 yards. So remember this play, everybody. Remember that play. This will be an important play. Chris Evans gets demolished here. Excuse me. Absolutely demolished. Going to the sidelines on 3rd and 10. Nothing doing to Tariq Black. You know, you got all these weapons like Tariq Black and Donovan Peoples-Jones. Let's run the ball up the middle. All right, so Matkovic is going to throw this to the sidelines. Nice little tiptoe catch there for Nick McCullough. Now we got to run up the middle here with Jameel Schmidt. I mean, there he goes again. There he goes again. man, he's just so steady, just so good. Can't be tackled. But look at this. Matkovic is going to keep running the football on Michigan. I mean, that's kind of been one of Michigan's weaknesses over the years, defending the spread option. And, I mean, oh no, we got a little miscommunication there. Matkovic goes down, sacked by Ron Johnson. Okay, so we settle for a field goal. Michigan with the ball back, running a little stretch play with Chris Evans from how many yards? 1 yard. That average yards per carry is going down. 3rd and 5. Peters will throw the ball away because he is so conservative that you never want to make a mistake, even if it means you don't make any plays at all. Because look at this, 120-29. So let's just keep that in mind. Right now, Michigan cannot move the football on Denver Tech. They're just not getting it done. So it's 10-0 after 1 in this top 10 clash of titans. Look at Lawrence Graves gets a sack on Matkovic. He's going down. I mean, 3rd and 11, but let's see if he can sling it for first down. Ball's going to sail. Oh, well, landed a little bit short there. Nice defensive play. All right, 2nd and 1. Chris Evans. Oh, look at this. They're showing some fight. Michigan is not dead yet. They're not dead yet. 1st and 10. Evans for how many yards? 1. All right. Brandon Peters throwing. 2nd and 9. The screen is busted. He's running. He's running the ball. Unbelievable. Guy with his stature. And he's going to just take off for it again because nobody's getting open outfield. Tech's defense right now is like playing at an elite level in the secondary. Kate Subchansky, all sorts of guys out there. Like, they're just really good. Even they lost Jordy Williams and Keaton, and they're just still just killing it right now. So, and like I said, this passing attack too. This will be interesting to see what this means for Denver. How about this little deep throw? But Josh Metellus, look at everybody. Josh Metellus made a play. He made a play in a football game. This is breaking news. If it's in the game, it's not in the game, as they say. Elliot Hushka for 7. So Michigan's keeping everything in front of them a little bit. They're starting to tighten up on defense. Chris Evans for how many yards? -1. Kate Subchansky up there making a tackle. I mean, you might as well, just sell out and bring your safeties up because you don't have to hang out back there. I mean, there's nothing going on. Look at this 3rd down screen to Chris Evans for how many yards? 1. Allison Meadows calls timeout like a smart, aggressive coach would be inclined to do because you got timeouts, you got a passing game, and you got some points, hopefully, on the line here. So look at this, a little strike. Matkovic to Jared Woodstrom getting his Jake Butt on right there. I mean, in the big house. This is just not looking good for the Wolverines. Deion Sanders goes for 7. So, again, 3rd and 5. Another little 3rd down conversion right there for the Denver Tech rush. They are rushing to get into the end zone here with 55 seconds. Let's see if they can do it. 158 right now for Matkovic nearing halftime. Come on, snap the ball. There you go. Throwing it to the corner. And again, defensive play there. Brad Hawkins should have made that INT. Not really sure what the deal was there because they might be paying for it here. I mean, Matkovic gets 7 down at the 1 yard line. 3rd and goal. Do or die play here for the rush, but Matkovic freaks out and runs into the tackle. Aubrey Solomon, thanks for transferring to Tennessee. You good for nothing so-and-so. Fill in the blank. Coulter Dragocevic makes the kick. Up and good. So far, he's the MVP here. I mean, Coulter Dragocevic with the 2 field goals. I mean, that's really been the difference right now. It's 13-0, everybody, at the half. This game is on ABC at night, and Michigan is absolutely embarrassing themselves. Look, it's 45 yards as we enter the second half. We got 45 yards and a sack. I mean, Michigan's not even throwing. I mean, if they were throwing, maybe we would have more sacks as Denver Tech. Kate Subchansky comes up, makes a tackle, sets up a 3rd and 12. 3rd and 12, Brandon Peters throws it, and he's just short. Just short. So you're down by 13. You can't get anything going, and they are moving the football, so you punt. Pretty safe call, I guess, but, I mean, geez, like, you got to get something going because look at this. Matkovic goes downfield, gets a lot of yards on this play. I mean, geez. Now, how about this? A little throw to the sidelines, caught, or no, incomplete. Incomplete. So, at least, you got to give credit. Michigan's secondary is keeping this really high-powered offense. They're keeping them fairly in check. I mean, this is not demolition by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, Michigan is still in this game if they can get something going vertically. Because Chris Evans is the focal point today of their offense, and Peters throws a ball that should have been picked off by Cade Serchansky. You are a senior. You need to make that play. 3rd and 9, and we run a draw. Jim Harbaugh runs a draw. He ran a draw on 3rd and 9. I mean, please, for the love of God. This is painful. It is painful to watch this. I know it's fake, but it's a stark reminder of reality. You know, I just said a little bit, if it's in the game, it's not in the game. Well, this is probably the most realistic thing I've ever seen out of NCAA 14. I mean, this is just not good. And Jared Woodstrom makes a nice little grab there for 22. And the run, look at this. So we got the Denver Tech. The tradition continues of touchdown vulturing. And they don't even run the ball as much as they used to. But Atari Scroggins, the number 2 back, scores. So let's look at this. 3:21 now to 54. You have 54 yards of offense. It's 2nd and 2. Run the ball with Chris Evans. It's 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6 gets Jim Harbaugh horny. We all know it's true. Underneath for 5. And you're down by 23 late in the 3rd, and it's 4th and 1, and you punt. You punt the ball. I mean, guys. I mean, this is not anything I've ever seen before in this game. I've never, like, my head is hitting the desk. I mean, that's what you heard. I mean, this game has no business being like this. Like, Michigan is an A team. Their defense has been playing good all game. And Brandon Peters has barely even thrown the ball 10 times. And he eats a sack for 9 by Craig Shades. I'm sorry. This is just like, look at this. Just look at him. Oh my God. It's just, oh my God. Oh, and it's 2nd and 19. We're running a draw. It's 3rd and 22 and we're on the screen. Yes. Go Michigan. I am so proud to be blue. Hail to the visitors, baby. This is amazing. 390 to 64. 22 first downs to 2. 59 plays to 28. So we got the backup quarterback. I mean, I'm just trying to, like, just help some guys out, you know. I'm like, you know, Denver Tech, I mean, they're going to be in a lot of blowouts this year, so you got to get the backup some work. Look at that, we got Scott Thomas, one of the new look running backs, checking in at running back. Blaine Beverly, you guys remember him? He took a red shirt for the good of the program last year as Matkovic was groomed into the backup role. So here we go again. We got a field goal. Field goal's good. Coulter Dragocevic makes the kick. So it's 33-0, and we're running with Chris Evans for -1 yards. Brandon Peters throwing to the sidelines for how many yards? -4. 0 for 8. 0 for 8 on 3rd down. Oh my God. This is like Peters' like 11th pass attempt of the game, and he gets annihilated on a sack. And how it goes for how many yards? 0. About 0. Now we're going to close this game out. Can we get another kick? Dragocevic. And they let up. Denver Tech doesn't want to pour it on any more than it already has been. So you guys saw me. I broke down. I broke down. I had a mental breakdown watching this game. I'm reliving it. I'm reliving the Ohio State game. I'm reliving all sorts of games. So let's look at some results here. I mean, let's just ignore that. I mean, that was just absolutely insane. Look at this. UCLA got up 21-0 on Camu, and then Camu roars back on a 45-7 run. And they got 561 yards of offense. So we were talking about their kind of new style. But see, they didn't go away from the ground game. They still put up 250-plus yards rushing, and Freeman goes for 346. So Jake Fritz, I mean, bravo, sir. Look at Matt Moreau, one of the breakout stars, hopefully, in this new offense. Goes for 200 yards. I mean, that is something else right there. Now, Amarillo, look at this. They had a sketchy win last week over their rival, New Mexico. They pounded Nevada on the ground for 260 yards and 3 touchdowns. D.D. Dukes had a little bit of an interception issue last week. Pretty clean there, 4 touchdowns. Duckett had a nice game on the ground there, and Isaiah Gamble with 3 touchdowns. So Gamble's having himself a kind of a stealth all Big 12 kind of output right here. Now look at Little Rock. Not what you want to see against a team like Ohio. Ohio was one of the worst teams in the country last year, although maybe they had some kind of bottoming out. I mean, they're not terrible. They're C+, but I mean, this is not what you want to see out of Little Rock. A ranked team. You got Gunnar Rivers. Good to see Shamar McFadden, though, get on the board. He was kind of a no-show in the previous game. Now look at this. This game was 0-0 after 1, but Midland just poured it on. I mean, Baylor was kind of a popular upset candidate here. I mean, not really, but you know, people on College Game Day were like, "Oh, watch out for Baylor." But look at Dexter Whiteside, 268, 3 scores through the air, and then look at Keller. I mean, if they're running the ball like this, Keller could be putting up a kind of a dark horse, dare I say it, Heisman campaign at this rate. I mean, they are running the ball very effectively. I mean, and the receivers are nuts. Let's take a look at this game here just to relive some of these bad memories that happened in the kickoff game here today. So, very close game. I mean, you look at the numbers, everything was basically even. We only held O'Brien to 1 incompletion. I mean, the guy could not miss. Bryant, I think we held in check outside of 1 or 2 runs, but Lindsey was kind of a killer. And the real killer was our interception by Shinosky. I mean, he played a decent game. I mean, I understand you can't be perfect. He did attack on a rushing touchdown, but like, maybe we need to run the ball more, I don't know, but you cannot make that throw there. I mean, I had 4 downs to play with, and we threw the ball. We threw the ball there. It was just a horrible idea. Now, ACU only beats Mizzou 20-10 rather, and they didn't put them away until the very end of the 4th quarter with a Leonard David touchdown. So Vajacic throws for 44% completion percentage. I mean, this is ACU we're talking about. This is like their little air raid Texas Tech thing, and you can't be putting up those kind of numbers. I mean, you can't score if you're not going to be completing passes. So that's got to get changed in a hurry. Now, how about this? Broken Arrow. Brian Street has been touting his Heisman bona fides, and I know people say bona fides, but look at this. This is unbelievable. He put 567, and he scored 6 touchdowns. That rushing touchdown was his. So he gets 464 with 5 touchdowns. And you saw like the yardage totals on those touchdown passes. That was like insane. He didn't even run the ball with Tremaine Chapman. He did get involved in the passing game. But Nathan Rowe, 210 yards at the longest, 65. We got Chapman with 50. Cassidy Morris with 30. Like, that was nuts. Like, kudos, Brian Street. I mean, you played a whale of a game there. It wouldn't be surprising me at all if you're player of the week in the Big 12. Now, we see this game, Ardmore. This was a very efficient game on their end, 27-6. DeVito held in check there. Stanfield checked in. He did get 1 completion for 11 yards. Hicks did most of the damage on the ground. You got to like to see that out of somebody like John Hicks. And Tratnik was the top wideout. So, again, you know, these receivers are kind of a new-ish group. Not going to be surprising to see them mostly on the ground. But how about this? Memphis jumped out to a 21-0 lead on McAllen. It was 28-7 at the half. McAllen then rolled in the 3rd quarter, but it took a 62-yard touchdown throw to tight end Blake Bonaventura to finally put Memphis away. Like, I mean, this is just not really getting it done right now. 436 to 427. Harkless Blair not looking good with the numbers. Got the 4 touchdowns. But that's the thing. I mean, it is Memphis, so you got to get your touchdowns and your yards. But the completion percentage was not good. But he did get Carson Jackson really going in that mix, and then got Evan Eland, the Racket running back, got a touchdown. Bonaventura, like we said, the 60-yard touchdown. But it's like McAllen. I mean, you got a close call against Army last week, close call against Memphis this week. Now, this game kind of went according to script. I mean, Fresno hung around, really pushed Odessa State. Odessa, though, escapes with a W, and I want to see what the quarterback situation was. It was Pat Dowdell versus John Johnson. Dowdell gets the start, plays okay, it was probably one of those debuts where they don't really ask you to do too much. Instead, they leaned on Gibson and Sweeney, which was weird for Odessa State. I mean, they're not really a running team. I mean, we saw Sweeney have like 50 carries one season, mind you. And then this game, this was an absolute laugher. I mean, oh my God. 456 to 59. So Michigan only gave up 456, which in college is not abysmal. It's not good, but it's not the worst thing you've ever seen. And they got outgained by almost 400 yards. I mean, that's like UConn. Those are UConn numbers, getting outgained that badly. And, I mean, UConn's giving up 700, so, I mean, that's the difference. But look at this. 10 of 12. I'm going to do my Stephen A. Smith in a minute. Like, you lost by 33 points and you threw the ball 12 times. Like, that is mind-blowing. They didn't convert a third down. I mean, my God. So look at Matkovic. Nice passing numbers. Goes 17 carries for 88. So he can run the option. That's what I like about people. It's what I don't think people were giving him enough credit for early. I mean, without having seen him play, I mean, I can't really blame you, but he did a pretty nice job running the option. So I'm happy with that. I mean, I think that's my takeaway this week. I'd say outside of Nebraska State played a pretty interesting game. I mean, that game is going to stick in our craw for a while. Hopefully that we use that as motivation. I'll borrow the Harbaugh phrase. It puts steel in the spine. So, even though he's a fraud, but that aside, we need to really rebound in a big way from this game. Entering Big 12 play pretty soon. We got San Jose State, Northwestern coming up. We got to get a W somewhere. ACU, I want to see better offense out of them. Second week, I mean, they played back-to-back pretty good defenses, but I need more points. Broken Arrow, I love the offensive explosion there. And then Denver Tech, I like the passing game. It's just looking really good right now. So let's look ahead to week 3. We got Shreveport. Let's check this out here. Now they're taking on Southern Miss. I like Shreveport here. They got the running game. This is a rivalry game though, and it's C+ versus B-. Although Shreveport apparently is dominant at home. Our crack researchers came up, I believe the number was 12-2 over the last 2 years. So I'm going to give the edge to Shreveport. Got to go with the Shreve in the ground game. McAllen's going at NC State. NC State beat them last year. Kind of questionable clock management on McAllen's end, but now they got to go all the way across the country, which, I mean, McAllen's quite a ways away from Raleigh, considering their placement in Texas. So that is a hard road game. This is a pretty tough one. But I'm going to take McAllen, I think. I'm not in love with that. Now, how about Oregon against Denver Tech? Denver Tech went at Autzen last year. This year, they get the return visit on the home and home. I believe Herbert is still playing at quarterback for the Ducks. They lost their first game, so I'm going to give the edge to Denver Tech after watching them emasculate Michigan on the road. Now, Ardmore is going to take on Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State is coming off a loss. They were upset by a team that we will talk about momentarily. But I'm going to take Oklahoma State in this one just because I think it's a rivalry game. They play in that ridiculous Pac-16. They need that for bowl eligibility. Ardmore looking good defensively, but I'll go Oklahoma State. Marshall going to go at ACU. I don't want to overthink this one, but it looks like Marshall might be better than your average non-BCSer as a B overall. I mean, I only played 2 games, but the offense is probably going to be pretty good. ACU got to clean up some things if they want to win. I'll take ACU, though. Broken Arrow, this would be my lock of the week. I mean, Bowling Green's defense, can't trust them to play defense against Street. I mean, my God. I mean, he took that challenge personally against Lamont Christian, like coming in. Want to steal my job? It's like, hey, man, I've been around. I've been in the program. I'm the starter, and he played with aplomb. So I will give the edge to Brian Street. Midland State, this is going to be one of our games of the week. Next week, we got Midland at Ole Miss. Hey, this is a hard game. I'm going to go Midland slightly. I think they will skate by here. I like the running game. This is like probably the most balanced team in the country. Although Ole Miss pretty balanced themselves right now. I'll take Midland, though. How about Louisiana Lafayette? The Raging Cajuns against the Dust Devils. This is one of the best team name matchups I can think of in recent memory. But I will take Odessa. I think this will be one of those games. I think Lafayette kind of hangs around. I think it'll be fairly close, but I think Odessa wins by double digits. Now, this is the team that knocked off Oklahoma State in Stillwater. And we're coming off a heartbreaker against Nebraska. I will take myself, obviously, but I mean, I'm not going to count San Jose State out. I mean, this is a draw, technically, according to the ratings. So this will be a challenge. I'm looking forward to it. Coach Cuss will have the boys ready, though. Amarillo going on the road to play the UTEP Miners in El Paso. A little ways down the road from Amarillo. I mean, they're looking kind of spotty right now, honestly. I mean, do you like what you've seen out of Amarillo? I think if last week was indication, they are at least trending positively. I'll take Amarillo. That's a game they should win. They need to win for bowl eligibility. Kansas A&M at Arkansas. I want to see this game. If that explosion by Kansas A&M was a fluke offensively, they're playing Arkansas. Arkansas pretty highly rated themselves. Defense looks susceptible. So if there's not enough film on Arkansas State out there, on Kansas A&M, they might have an edge there. And speaking of Arkansas State, they're going to go on the road to play Little Rock. That's a regional game. Arkansas State cracked the top 25 last year, so the C+ rating may be a little bit misleading. Little Rock, not that great this year. I think they're going to have their hands full. So, as always, you guys make the picks on goldglovergaming.com in the pick section. I'll have it linked below. I'll have the Discord linked below. I'll have the avatars linked below. Everything's going to be linked in the description. So, feel free to just download all that. Have fun with the avatars. Spread the word. And I'm looking forward to next week. I think it'll be fun. I hope you guys liked the solo run. I have any illusions about filling in for the both of us. I'd rather have both doing it, obviously. I think you get a little rapport going. I mean, this takes some effort here going solo. I mean, I'm working my voice a little bit today, but it's fun. It is a lot of fun. So I was happy to bring this to you guys. I hope you enjoyed it with me. So, boo, Michigan. And I will see you guys on Saturday. And the plan right now is we will revamp the Wednesday videos once the non-conference season is done. We want to move into conference play as quickly as possible, and it's a good time to do it. I think it saves us some weeks, so hopefully at the current rate, we might be able to squeeze in an extra season in the next calendar year. So that is the idea behind that. I will see you Saturday, and I will steal his sign-off. I will say peace.